All right. Well, welcome. I hope you guys can hear me just fine here. It has been a crazy week. I know a lot of you guys. There's a lot of new people that are on tonight's webinar that probably don't even get on every week live. But I just looked at the numbers here, and there's so many more people here on tonight's webinar than usual, just because of all the recent announcements and releases and excitement. And what I do want to say here. Looking back at the times in my own career, and maybe you can relate to this, but looking back at the times where we've been so busy with so much production happening and volume happening that there's not even enough time to keep up with it, I think about the hearts of the willing, being willing. And what I want to say is, for those of you out there that can hear my voice right now, I want to say congratulations and way to go to the willing. A lot of our results are heavily determined by how much we're willing to do. And I remember a really short story here, because I got to get into some exciting stuff, but really short story. I used to be involved in a ministry back when I lived in Los Angeles, and I moved a lot more east in the United States. But when I was in Los Angeles, I was a youth pastor, and I used to drive in the crazy LA traffic. I used to drive anywhere to go pick someone up for a church service. And what happened is, over time, people used to call on me and say, hey, I have this friend, he wants to check out our church, and he lives like 45 minutes away. Sometimes it was people that lived literally over 70 miles away from the church. And, they were asking me, Sal, can you go pick them up? Right. And I knew it was going to take probably 2 hours to get there. And then we would have a church service, youth night with all the youth, to late at night on a weeknight. It would end real late because we'd do church service and we'd go out to eat and hang out and stuff. It'd be like 11 p.m. and I had to drive that person all the way back home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had to get up early the next day to go to work. But I had a mindset that it didn't matter what I was doing. I'll just do it. I'll do whatever it takes, right? I wanted to share what I was doing with as many people as possible. Therefore, there was no restrictions or limitations on what I would or would not do. And it created a lot of success in that environment for me. And I learned about having a willing heart to go the extra mile, to do whatever it takes, to go through any type of process, to take any extra necessary step to achieve the goals and results that I wanted to achieve. And coming into network marketing, having been prepared with that type of attitude, I carried over those same philosophies in this industry, where I've driven 5 hours one way to show 4 people a presentation with no one signing up, and then driving 5 hours back with my wife and my 2 toddlers in the back seat, because I'll do whatever it takes. And this week has been so marvelous, working with so many of you incredible leaders out there in the field, because I can see that same passion in your eyes. I can hear the conviction in your voice. So many of you guys are winning big time because you have a heart that's willing, and there's no limitations, right? You do not set limitations on yourself, and that's why you go the extra mile. And let me tell you something, my phone, and many of you can relate that are working with me, my phone is blowing up so much that if I just sit here and read my messages, I still can't catch up on the messages because they're coming in faster than my ability to read. That's a literal statement. I'm not kidding. So we're probably going to have another week like that. So just get ready. Okay, this is nothing yet. We're probably going to have another week like that, especially with what I'm going to show you tonight. So anyways, www, wow, what a week. Welcome to the update webinar for January 10th, 2018. I'm going to try to get through this. But, I just like to be real, and I like to share things that are impactful and reflective, right? Because you got to make the journey count. It's not about the destination. It's definitely about the journey. So let's go ahead and jump on in here. So webinar replay link. Now, what's ironic is some of you are going to be watching this on a replay, and you're going to say, Sal, I have the webinar replay link. That's how I'm watching it, right? However, some of you that are watching this live have no idea that we record these every week, and we post the recordings on the exact same link every single week. The reason I know that is because people ask me, hey, can someone send me the link to the new webinar? It's always the same link. Okay, that link is myipnhq.com/webinar updates. Right? That's it. Webinar-updates. So make sure that you're giving that link out to your teams so that they can always stay updated, right? Not everyone can get on live. I understand that. But people should be tuning in to these. These are only about 30 minutes long. And it sets the tone for the entire next week of business. So you want to make sure people are up to speed, up to date, and you want to give that link out to your entire team. They should always use that same link to get the webinar updates. Okay, let's streamline our training and save time. If someone contacts me and they ask me a question that I covered on the webinar update and I had to go through somewhat of a training to break it down, I'm going to send them the link. I'm going to say, here you go. I already went over this right here on this video, right? That's how we duplicate. Okay, that's why I do these and that's why we record them. So let's streamline our training by using automation, using the links. Don't worry about answering people's questions if that question was already answered on the webinar update. Let's save each other the time and hassle and be responsible for yourself. If you have questions, before you ask questions and start calling a bunch of people, watch the webinar update and you'll get a lot of your questions answered. So just wanted to cover that. Now, last week we talked about a very powerful 2-minute prospecting video that we released. Now, in that video, it had already been approved by our legal team. It had already been signed off on. We released it. But there was a little bit of verbiage at the 1 minute and 55-second mark that it would have been better to change that verbiage that was on that video. So just know that the video itself is compliant. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the video that's been released. However, there was a better way to release the video with better verbiage. And so what I decided to do is go through an update process of this video. It's going to be on the same link. Okay, you could find this video, which is the original version. If you go there now, which is your site name .iProNetwork.com/intro. If you go there, you're going to see the same video that we released last week. However, I'm having it updated to tweak the verbiage at that mark because I talk about cryptocurrency trading software, and now that we have the name of the software and we know how to market the software more compliantly, we're going to get more specific on that video and actually include real images and screenshots and real facts about that cryptocurrency trade software on the video itself. So again, there's nothing wrong with the current video, but it can easily be taken out of context and people can use it to market inappropriately. And that's why, again, we're going to do our part to go above and beyond as a company to protect you, making sure we're on the same page as our legal team. And this was a suggestion that was made, and so we're going to follow suit and we're going to make that change. So probably by tomorrow, maybe the day after, you're going to see the updated version of that video, and it's going to be even better because it's a lot more specific regarding the e-trader. Okay, so be on the lookout for that video. Now, let's talk about the e-trader. Okay, man, very rarely do I hype a product up and talk so much about a product. You know, everyone has their own personality and style of building a team in this business, and I talk a lot about the team that you're working with, about the ownership and the leadership within the company that's going to cause it to be successful, about the legal team that's backing the company, right? Those are huge pillars, and that's really what I spend my time focusing on, because I believe if you're with the right team, you're going to be successful, right? Even more successful than, sometimes companies might have an amazing product, but not a good management team, and so they don't know how to successfully market and produce volume and production with that product, and they don't succeed, right? But I got to say, the e-trader is a product that surpassed my expectations. I'm blown away. I think our company is going to do multiple seven figures of production with this product just because of how amazing and how well put together this product is. And I'm going to show you some of the facts about the product, and we're also going to show you how to market the product, because already on social media and out there, people have been marketing out of compliance. And so our job is to give you guidance and actual terminology and suggestions on how to do this the right way. So first of all, allow me, please, if I may, to share some of the facts about this product. We had the the honor of having a walkthrough this past Saturday night. Those that are a part of the Impact Leadership Council team, we had a walkthrough, and man, I just got so excited with what I saw because of how conservative the product is and what the targets are of this product. I knew that we can go out there and we can crush it. So these are some of the facts that I've personally learned about the product, and I'm going to share them with you. So first of all, 20 different algorithms are used to determine what the next trade is inside the cryptocurrency market on this product. And those algorithms are back tested on each trade for 5 years. So for example, if the trading software is looking for, let's say Bitcoin versus Ethereum, and the e-trader is looking to see if right now is the right time to get into Ethereum to trade that against Bitcoin, what it'll do is it'll look back 5 years of hard tested data to see if that algorithm, out of the 20 algorithms that it's using together, if that's the right combination of algorithms for that right pair of cryptocurrencies to trade for the last 5 years. Now, obviously, some of these coins haven't even been around 5 years. Some of them have, but most of them haven't. But that's how far back these algorithms go. These were also used in the Forex world, in the foreign exchange currency trade world, and so they're conservative and they're proven. But there's over 20 algorithms that are back tested on each and every single trade. So everything is analyzed. Now, the goal of the trader is to make between 0.5% to 1% profit of Bitcoin on each trade. Now, why am I saying that? Because very rarely are you going to hear me really talk about any kind of percentage. I'm only saying this because you need to understand how the trader is going to function so that you see when it enters a trade, and you also have to understand why it's exiting a trade. It's a very conservative system, and that's why it has a goal that's programmed inside of it to make between 0.5% to 1% profit of Bitcoin, whatever volume of Bitcoin is being traded on that trade, on each trade. Okay, so that's the goal. So if you're using your e-trader and you're saying, why did it get out? Well, because it met its target, and it's not setting these huge, overly ambitious targets of, trying to, get rich quick. It's showing proven, conservative, potential profit margins, and that's what it's aiming for. It is consistent. This blows me away, and you get to choose your own risk level. Okay, you can choose low risk, medium risk, and high risk. That's a part of the setup process. It's really, really, really simple to set it up. It's literally a few copy and paste steps, and you're done. Now, if you've never, ever traded cryptocurrencies before, then obviously there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve because you're dealing with an exchange, you're dealing with a cryptocurrency wallet, you're learning how to acquire cryptocurrency. There's some preparation work that's needed before you can even start using this software. But for those of you that have been trading for any length of time, you'll find it very, very basic and elementary. I myself, I'm not very tech savvy. I'm familiar with the cryptocurrency space. I have been involved in, I've purchased some cryptocurrency coins, and so I'm familiar with how to use an exchange. And when I saw the walkthrough, I was really blown away. Okay. Now, the software will trade up to 10% of your account balance per trade. So this is what's neat. Not only can you set your own risk level, but you can also determine how much of your cryptocurrency account you want to have being leveraged or traded on each trade. So for example, if you have, let's say, a $10,000 account, and you tell the e-trader that you only want to risk 10% of your account for the trading software. Okay, that means it has access to $100 of your account. Okay, it will not go past that. So the other $900 is just free and available, as it always is, to do whatever you want to do with it. And then within that $100, you could do up to $10 per trade. Okay, now you could also do 10% per trade, meaning you could also do $100 trades on a $1,000 account. Okay, so there's a lot of flexibility, and this is what's so beautiful. For those of you that see this and you say, gosh, I want to sell this product. I want to go out there, I want to sell it, I want to share it with as many people as possible, because I know so many people out there are lost and confused about how to get started in trading cryptocurrency, and I think this may be a potential strategy that can benefit them, right? The beauty about having all this flexibility and options is that it gives you a chance as a leader and as a seller of a product to work with your customer and try different strategies that work for them. You see, that's what I prefer personally. I prefer that way more than just some black and white, turn it on or turn it off. Because if there's no options and no flexibility, then if it turns on and all of a sudden, the first couple trades are not successful, then right away someone's just going to assume, oh, well, this doesn't work, right? It turned it on, didn't work. Right? That's not how this is. This is actually an ongoing process. The algorithms are constantly being improved and updated and looked at and analyzed to ensure the best potential outcome. And there's so many different options to use when setting up the parameters on your trade software that it allows you to work with customers and allow you to give the product an amount of time to learn what the right strategies are for you. So it's custom tailored to your own personal liking. As a seller of that product, that blew me away, and it gave me so much confidence about launching this product right now. It's the perfect time. Now, the goal of this e-trader is to build your balance of Bitcoin, not US dollar. Now, why is that a huge positive point? Because there's a lot of hypey marketers out there, and there's also a lot of Ponzi schemes and scams out there that disguise themselves as legitimate opportunities. And the language that those types of marketers who participate in those programs, the language they use, you hear them say things like, earn 2% a day on your Bitcoin, or hey, earn $200 a day, invest now. They use all these illegal terms, and this right here is going to keep us compliant because we can never say that. You can't say, hey, earn $200 a day. Why? Because you don't ever know what the price of Bitcoin is going to be. So you have no idea, based on the potential profits that the trader creates for you on your balance of Bitcoin, what that's going to be valued at. That's what's so beautiful, is that you cannot make any claims, because that's not what the software is about. It's not about a US dollar gain. It's about building your balance of Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you exactly how to pitch that in the marketplace tonight. It's really simple, and it's also very, very intriguing, because that's what people want to know. They want to know, man, how can I get Bitcoin? How can I grow my cryptocurrency account? Well, hey, we're going to show them how to potentially do that with this software here. Now, this is what's amazing. This blew me away. I think I'm saying that about every big point, but these are things I wrote down that I said people have to get this. Everyone's going to want the e-trader, okay? This software will hold the trades until the target is met. I've never seen that in my life. I've looked at so many trading softwares, and most of the time I see trade softwares lose more than they win. And there's no guarantees. But what I like about the programming of the e-trader is that if it has a target of, let's say, 0.5% or 1%, something conservative, it will hold that trade until the target is met. That means if the target is not met, it will not exit the trade. It's not programmed to do that. That means it might hold one of your trades for a day, a week, a month. It doesn't matter. It's going to hold that trade unless you manually override it, which you have the power to do. But obviously you don't want to do that. You want to trust the algorithms and the programming in place to hold on until that target is met, believing that that target will be met. That's amazing right there. That really, from a conservative standpoint, that will boost your success as a trader when you're patient. And when you set a goal that's conservative, and then you wait till that conservative goal is met. That is absolutely beautiful. It blew me away. This e-trader is exclusive to iProNetwork. It also includes a mobile phone app with signals. Okay, so you're going to be able to access this on your phone. You're going to be able to access it on your computer, on your laptop, on your tablet. And you're going to also be receiving signals that tell you when to buy into the market, at what price, and at what time you want to sell and exit that trade as well. So if you don't even want to use the algorithms to trade for you, you can actually just trade from the signals that the e-trader is telling you to trade from, which is amazing. So there's a real strong emphasis on education. It's kind of like the old thing, you can give a man a fish or you can teach him how to fish. Well, right here you have both, right? We're giving you access to a software that can place trades for you. At the same time, you're going to be surrounded with a lot of great educational content as well as real life signals being sent to you to teach you how to trade yourself. It's just beautiful, right? You can earn while you learn, right? It's just incredible. Now, again, as I just mentioned, right, education-based software teaching you how to trade. Now, here's my advice. Okay, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not licensed to give anyone any type of financial advice, right? I'm only 33. But my suggestion and my opinion, which I am entitled to an opinion, is to start really, really low until you've learned the system. So what does that mean? It means, I don't know your personal situation. If you've decided you're going to purchase the E-Trade software and then you're going to fund your cryptocurrency wallet with some disposable income, right? Because you should never trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. I mean, we're in a very risky and volatile market, right? So you got to make sure that when you're placing money into your cryptocurrency account, it's money that potentially you could just lose it all. My suggestion is start really low. Okay, I'll give you an example. I myself, when I started trading, I'll give you a real life story. I started with $300. That's the truth on what I started with when I started learning how to trade cryptocurrencies. Now, I could have afforded to do more than that, but I didn't want to because I knew that I was going to make mistakes. I was going to push the wrong buttons at the wrong times. And guess what? I did. I made mistakes. I lost money. I lost Bitcoin. Why? Because I made mistakes. I didn't know what I was doing. So thank God that I started with a very low amount so that when I do make those mistakes, it doesn't hurt me in a big way. And so I would tell everyone on your team to start with a very, very low trade balance that they know they can risk until they become really good at the system. I think it takes at least a week or two to really start learning the system, even 30 days. I would give it 30 days. There's no rush, right? It's not like this opportunity is going to disappear. No, look, let's take our time. Let's learn it. Let's start small, and then let's scale up if you can afford to do that. And you can put more cryptocurrency in at a later time, right? Once you're more familiar with the system. So let's train everybody to think that way. The market is extremely conservative. Oh, excuse me. Actually, I'm saying market the product, sell the product, pitch the product extremely conservatively. Let the product sell itself. Okay. You're going to hear me talk about this so much, guys. We don't need to overhype the product when we're on social media and telling people, oh, you're going to make a bunch of money, make, 5% a day and all these false claims out there. You don't need to do any of that. I'm going to show you how to market this product tonight, and you could be extremely conservative. This is why. If you want, see, I don't know about you, right? But when I'm building my business, my organization, and I'm looking for customers to purchase my products, I want to attract professionals, and I also want to attract high net worth individuals, right? Who can afford the products that I have to sell because my products are valuable, right? That's my mindset when I'm building my business. Now understand, in general, a professional is not attracted to hype, right? A high net worth individual, most of the time, someone who's worked hard over many years to build up a savings account, they're not attracted to hype and these quick flashes of these big, outrageous, sounds too good to be true numbers. They would turn and run the other way. Right? How do I know that? Because I'm that way. I've learned over 15 years of being an entrepreneur. If someone is saying all these guarantees that they're going to make all this money and I need to get with them, I'm running the other way because it sounds too good to be true. You got to think about what's the common lingo out there, in the markets of trading cryptocurrencies and foreign exchanges. There's people that have softwares that trade stock. You got to think about the terminology that's used out there in the marketplace. It's not hypey. There's no guarantees. It's extremely, extremely low. So we don't need to do that. We're going to attract those people into our business by being conservative. We're going to talk how they're used to hearing people talk. That's in an attractive manner. And we're going to let the product sell itself because there's nothing better than results. Okay. Volume speaks volume. Let the product sell itself, guys. Do not talk about any average percentage at all. Now, you'll see historical data. And that's totally fine because you can talk about what has already happened when you're looking at proven, documented historical data, but you cannot make any projections about what this trader can do. I've already seen people on social media saying, inbox me, learn about this, trade robot that's going to make you a minimum of 1% a day. No one's ever said minimum 1% a day. You know what that's called? That's called a guarantee. And you know what that's going to lead to? It's going to lead to you having a whole bunch of disappointed customers if the e-trader doesn't hit those goals. So that's what I'm saying. Don't put yourself in a tough spot. Don't get into this awkward situation because, your mouth wrote checks that, your butt couldn't cash, right? I don't know if that's appropriate, but I mean, that's what I learned. Just let the product sell itself. Do not say any percentages. No 3%, 5%. Get the percentage lingo out of your mouth. Okay. You don't need to talk about that. We have a marketing video. Now that we have images and screenshots, we've had a walkthrough, we have the name of the product, we have the feel and look of what this is going to do. All the impact leaders right now are setting it up. They're testing it for all of us so that we are going to have resources to ask questions to them. They're using it. The company is going to release this as soon as possible, and we're going to put a marketing video in your hands as soon as possible. A high-end, professional, and attractive marketing video. It's already being developed right now as we speak with voiceover, with professionally high filmed production and quality content. So you're going to be able to just let the video do the selling for you. All right. Compliance. Okay. It was like the wild, wild west out there on social media this week. And there's some accounts within iProNetwork that are getting terminated. And it's really sad because we're going to have a big year. Okay. We have some exciting stuff happening already. We have some amazing products coming down the pipeline. And these people are not going to be allowed to participate with us because they're out there, not listening to anyone's advice, right? I've seen people that have already been taught how to market. They just get all crazy and they go out there and they just start saying whatever they want to say. Let me explain something to you. You cannot make any reference of getting someone coins when you're marketing iProNetwork. Okay. Now pro currency out on the public exchanges. Hey, it's been incredible that the coin has gotten attraction from people all around the world, from speculators and traders from all around the world who see the professionalism and the association with Mr. Kevin Harrington and the other technologies coming out for the merchant world, and that it's a retail-centric cryptocurrency, right? It's had an organic growth on its own. But let me explain something. iProNetwork does not ever sell coins. It does not sell coins. It would be illegal for a multi-level marketing company to sell coins and then pay commissions on that. That's illegal. And when you make references to someone getting coins by joining iProNetwork, it makes it look like the company's selling coins. And they're not selling coins. They're selling education packages. Yes, there's an incentive. Incentives are used to incentivize the buyer to make a choice with us, right? The products that we sell have been sold by other merchants. So then why do we want someone to come buy it through us? We're not marking up the price. We're not giving some huge discount on the price. We sell our products for the same price they've been sold for years by other merchants that aren't even in multi-level marketing. We mark up the product $0. So then why do we, or how do we incentivize people to come to us then to buy from instead of going to the competition? We have incentives. We have rebates. When you buy an education package, you receive pro rewards. Those are rewards points. Those are not cryptocurrency coins. Now, pro rewards can be saved, accumulated, redeemed, and exchanged for pro currency. And you can withdraw that after 30 days at a rate of 5% a week, where you can actually withdraw cryptocurrency into your cryptocurrency wallet. But when you buy the product, you're not receiving cryptocurrency. You're receiving rewards points. Okay, so it's so important for you to understand that model. And you need to care about terminology because words are so important in this industry. And there's zero tolerance for you making any reference. Like pro currency this past week went up in value, and I saw people saying, inbox me, I can lock your spot in at 2.3 cents a coin. How can you do that if people aren't going to get coins for joining iProNetwork? How can you offer that? How can you make that claim? And you know what's so funny is that I saw people doing that, and the people that have been around the cryptocurrency world for a while, like the seasoned marketers, you know what they said? I saw them respond to those posts and say, heck no, I'm going through the exchange to buy my coins. I don't want to get tripped up into some scam. Straight up. And I was actually so happy to see that response because it's going to teach marketers a lesson that don't mix the cryptocurrency world with multi-level marketing when it comes to trying to sell a coin. Don't even do it because a lot of cryptocurrency people are not fond of multi-level marketing. There's two separate worlds. Okay, iProNetwork is not pro-commerce. You have to understand that. A lot of times I hear people saying our coin. oh yeah, look, this is our coin. We don't have a coin. iProNetwork doesn't have a coin. Okay? In fact, guess what? No one has a coin. You know why? Because if it's a real decentralized cryptocurrency, there's no centralized owner. Even pro-commerce can't say this is our coin. They developed it, but it doesn't mean it's theirs. It's a decentralized digital asset. When you understand the basis of the existence of cryptocurrency, you understand that whoever owns that cryptocurrency, they're the rightful owner of that portion of cryptocurrency. Okay, so if I have ProCurrency in my ProCurrency wallet, that's my ProCurrency. It's not yours. It's not iProNetworks. It doesn't belong to the developers of ProCommerce. It belongs to me. It's just like gold, right? Who owns gold? No one owns gold, but you own the portion that you have control of in your possession. That's your gold. It's a decentralized asset, right? That's exactly what cryptocurrency is. So don't make references to this as our coin. And, there's things that ProCommerce is doing that have nothing to do with iProNetwork. And so make that distinction with your customers. iProNetwork is an education company that sells packages that come with education, software, and tools that teach people how to build an online business. That's what we are. Now, we have an affiliation with ProCommerce. Yes. Why? Because we have an incentive program where we have a pro rewards program through iProNetwork, okay, that allows us to exchange those for ProCurrency. And that was all set up as an incentive to ProCurrency for mass adoption, to build a user base, to incentivize people to take a look at a cryptocurrency that has a real tangible long-term purpose and is not just some pump and dump out there. Okay, so make that distinction. IPN and ProCommerce are two separate entities. Do not speak of any percentages or guarantees. Okay, again, it's when you talk about percentages, let me explain something to you. Like I saw a post today online. It said, inbox me now. Our coin has grown over 500% this week. Again, it's not our coin. It's no one's coin. It's a cryptocurrency. It's decentralized. And then when you talk about 500%, you know what you're doing? First of all, you're scaring away all of the professionals. And then the second thing you're doing to the vulnerable and gullible people out there that don't know any better, you're making an implication that if they get involved, they're going to participate in that same growth. They're going to somehow make 500% on something. It's totally out of compliance, guys. Again, it's very sad that there's people being terminated for it. Here's an example I want to share with you. Okay, beauty set with purse example. This is, check this out. Watch this. A lot of times when you go to the mall, especially women, because I've seen it happen so many times with women, they go to the mall and there's an advertisement at the counter of like L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, MAC makeup, whatever, some products that are heavily marketed to women for beauty. A lot of times you see this advertisement that says, if you buy this set of beauty products, we're going to give you a free handbag. Okay, that's exactly like our model where we're saying, if you buy our education, tools, and software to teach you how to build an online successful business, we're going to give you pro rewards for free. And why is that an incentive? Because you can exchange those for ProCurrency and go shopping with that coin. You can go and trade that coin if you want to. Right? There's an incentive there. It's the exact same model, but so many of you are just going around saying, hey, inbox me and I'll get you a purse. Inbox me and I'll get you a purse. You're not talking about the beauty set. You're not talking about what needs to be purchased in order for the purse to be given for free. Right? You're just saying, hey, inbox me now if you want to get a purse. And then they inbox you and then you're like, oh, look, you got to go buy this beauty set and then I'm going to hook you up with the purse. And you're like, oh, well, that's fine, right? But here's the kicker. What if it was illegal to sell purses and pay commissions on that? Think about it. That's what it is. It's illegal. In that example, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that it's illegal to sell coins in multi-level marketing and pay commissions on it. Now, you may hear the conviction in my voice. I may even sound a little bit angry. I'm firm on this because it's for your protection, not for mine. Okay? I want a company that's long-term. I don't want you to be a liability out there for all the marketers that are trying to do things right. But beyond that, I'm trying to protect you so that you can participate in the crazy, amazing things that are going to happen to this company this year that you're already seeing happen. Okay? It's illegal to sell coins and pay commissions on it. And in that example of the beauty set with a purse, it's the same thing. It'd be like someone marketing a purse that's a free gift if you buy a beauty set, but it's illegal to give someone a purse and pay commissions on that, right? That's what we're doing. So that's a great example to keep in mind. Now, what should you say, right? Because I'm talking about what not to say, don't say this, don't say that. And I could probably write a whole book on what not to say, right? Let's just focus on what you should say. Let's focus on what you can say. That's what I believe in, right? If you follow these philosophies, this is your filter. You know, if you have an idea, you want to say something, we'll just run it through this filter. And if it doesn't align, then don't use it. If it aligns, then use it, right? There's many different ways to market it, but these are some of the things that I thought of in literally like 10 seconds on how to compliantly market a product in a way that's professional, compliant, and still very attractive to catch people's attention. This is how you could market the e-trader product. Okay, number one, here's something you can say. Don't know where to get started when learning how to trade cryptocurrency? Inbox me to get access to over 5 years of proven and conservative strategies. Right? Think about that. There's so many people. Trust me, I come across people all the time. They're like, yeah, I heard about this cryptocurrency, I don't even know how to get involved. It's like, how do I know I'm not getting involved in some type of scam? There's so many people that are worried because they don't know what it's about. They're afraid they're going to make a mistake, and they read all these, media news articles with headliners saying, another scam, another illegal this, and that account got hacked, right? The media and institutional banking, a lot of times they can produce negative articles on cryptocurrency. It puts fear in people. So you can alleviate that immediately by saying, look, if you don't know where to get started when learning how to trade cryptocurrency, inbox me. I can get you access to over 5 years of proven and conservative strategies. If someone's genuinely looking and they have fear, that'll alleviate their concern. They're like, oh man, I want to see what's up. 5 years of proven and conservative strategies? Man, I want to see what this guy has access to, right? And that's compliant. There's no percentages, there's no guarantees, there's no hype. That'll attract a professional right there. Okay, number two, tired of sending your cryptocurrency to someone else to trade for you? Inbox me to learn how you can stay in control. Whoops, went a little too ahead there. Inbox me to learn how you can stay in control of your digital assets and allow a software to place calculated trades in your own account. Okay, look at that right there, because there's a lot of cryptocurrency trade programs out there where you're sending your cryptocurrency to someone else, and so far, like 99% of the time, the people you send your cryptocurrency to, they disappear with your cryptocurrency and you never get it back. And there's no recourse because it's a decentralized global digital asset and there's no control. So it's like super risky, right? And a lot of people now are becoming privy and wise, and they're saying, man, I don't want to send my Bitcoin to someone else. I want to keep it. But then they're like, but how do I trade? And there's all this volatility in the market. Like, how do I profit from that? Okay, so that's what you're saying. Don't send it to someone else. Inbox me so that you can learn how to stay in control of your own digital assets and allow a software to place calculated trades in your account, Stay in control, right? That's a great way to pose a question. And then three, this is just another example, guys. Want to learn how to grow your Bitcoin balance the legal, compliant, and conservative way? No hype. Trusted resource. Inbox me. That will attract people, right? You may think, oh, I need to go tell people that they're going to make 500% this week. That doesn't work, guys, and especially long term, and you don't attract the right people to your business. But if you say, look, no hype, trusted resource, inbox me, guess what? No one's using that language out there. Like, if you use that language, people are actually going to respect you, and then they're going to inbox you. They're going to be like, man, this person is different. Like, I actually want to see what they have to say because there's all this scary stuff, and I want to know how to be legal. I want to make sure I'm compliant. I want to be conservative because, I don't know what's going to happen if I get involved, right? So these are 3 real-life examples on what you can say, okay? And I always suggest saying inbox me or start a conversation with someone and message this to them directly, right? Don't just put it on your Facebook in general because it looks like you don't care who you're talking to. You're just blasting it out there. And then if you don't get a lot of traction on that post, then it could look poor. If you get like 0 likes or 1 like, 0 comments, it looks like no one cares and you don't have anything attractive. That's why I always say inbox me, because you don't know how many people inbox them, right? It leaves it up to your imagination. You might be like, wow, what if 10 people inbox them? What if 20 people? What if this is the new trend, right? So I always use that strategy about inboxing me. So anyways, 3 powerful and real suggestions that will work for you. I just gave you a bunch of facts on the previous slides that you can base your pitches on, because those are all real facts. Now, you saw me glance at this page real quick. I accidentally hit the button earlier because I'm Italian and I speak with my hands. Okay, Las Vegas event. I just heard in the last couple of days what's going to be happening at this event. And now I know that it's going to be better than the last events that the company put on, which I just said that in Denver. I was just in Denver this last weekend, and I said that in front of the room, and people couldn't believe it. They're like, whoa, better than the last event? Is that even possible? Right? iProNetwork goes above and beyond. And yes, this event will be better than the last events. When you find out who's speaking at the next event and what's going to happen at the next event, guys, oh my gosh, just get as many people from your team to this event. Okay, that'll set up the second half of your year in an incredible way. Like, I think the event's going to be sold out. I think so far our events have been sold out, and we're just getting started. I really think this event's going to be sold out, and it's going to be real powerful when you hear who's going to be there. I think it could, like, even people from around the world will be flying in for this event. Like, even people outside of iProNetwork will fly in from another country just to hear from this speaker. So I don't want to hype it up too much, but I've just seen the results and the history with who's lined up here, and also knowing what's going to happen at this event. It's an absolute must-attend event. Now, I know a lot of you guys are, you're like, what's the rebate, right? What's the rebate? I intentionally put this towards the end of the webinar because I had to cover that compliance training with you guys, and I had to be firm and hard to protect you and to protect our company and making sure that you're paying attention here and that you're tuned in, guys. Okay, zero tolerance. Protect your team. Protect your co-marketers out there online, right? Really, like, call people out. Inbox people and say, hey, that's not compliant. Let's do this the right way. Let's change this industry and do things in a professional manner, right? That's what I'm about. So the hotel, I just found out where it's going to be at. I'm blown away. I'm not going to tell you, though, so that you don't start blowing up the phone of the hotel yet until the room block's ready. Evening presentation, May 31st. June 1st and 2nd are general sessions, training, coaching, speaking, announcements. June 3rd is an optional day. I think everyone should stick around for the optional day. It's up to you. Tickets will go on sale soon. So just start thinking about your itinerary, your airplane tickets, possibly your hotel. If you have a favorite hotel, start looking at those dates, May 31st through June 3rd. Okay, start preparing now. The company's giving you so much time so that you can save a bunch of money on your itinerary. All right. The Pro Rewards rebate. Okay, the Pro Rewards rebate on all IPN product sales this week, beginning tomorrow, January 11th, which is midnight tonight, 12:01 Pacific Standard Time. That's in like 6:48. That's in like 5 more hours. Okay, you have 5 more hours to get the 2.3 cents. But the next 7 days, it's going to be 4.3 cents for each reward. Okay, that's the rate, 4.3 cents. Where does that rate come from? That is the actual pinpoint needle average that the Pro currency has actually been at on the market. It's been 4.3 cent average. We've had some lows, we've had some highs, but that has been the actual average there. So that's going to be the fair rewards incentive for the next week. Again, we were advised to every week update it based on the weekly average. And I think most of you are blown away by that, and you're going to be excited. And that's why I said this next week we have incentives, and we need to go out there. We need to share these amazing things with people. 2 things that I didn't even have time to build slides for. Literally, I built all these slides in the last 15 minutes before we started. After January 15th, the premium rebates are going to disappear. So that's going to disappear before I even talk to you again on this webinar. Okay, January 15th, the premium rebates disappear. That means this Sunday is the last day if you want to participate in the premium rebates. What are those? Those are packages that are $500. The e-learning course, that's $500. Then there's the $1,000, there's the $2,000 package, the $3,000 package, and the $6,000 package. So $500, $2,000, $3,000, and $6,000. Those packages, they have premium rebates. When you buy those packages as your very first purchase, you get additional Pro rewards as an incentive. Those premium rebates are going to go away on the 15th. So those of you that are thinking about getting one of those package amounts, obviously make your choice. It would be beneficial to do so before Sunday. You can still do it after, and you'll still have some pro rewards and incentives, it just won't be as strong of an incentive in regards to pro rewards. You're going to see that happen over time. I think the pro rewards is going to scale down as the usability and the implementation of these digital platforms that use digital currency start to go up. Okay, because we're moving into a different phase. So just keep that in mind. And also just stay tuned to your phone. I'm going to release a video that just came out that's really, really powerful, that talks about the acquisition that our company just made with a huge European company that adds millions of dollars of inventory to our digital platforms like Edge Club and the Pro Mall. Okay, so I'm going to release that video. I wanted to show it tonight on this, but I just didn't have time. It's just, I'm too busy like building an organization and helping people. So with that being said, God bless you guys, and thank you so much for jumping on here with me. January 10th. Oh, look at that. I put 2017. It's actually a new year. It's 2018. Don't be deceived by what's on your screen. Do your own research. Find out the correct year, right? So thank you for joining us tonight. Sorry for that typo. Make sure you get this information out to your teams. God bless you guys. Let's go out there and let's kill it for another week inside iProNetwork. I'll hear you next week.